Hello guys, Wahoo here, back in another video. This time around we are going to guide you through the mini event that we got going on right now. If you go into here, you can see Mark, I'm just going to call him Mark, is missing. So we have to search around for this guy here. So I got a 4-step quest line for this one. So it is going to be for a week. So from this Friday as I'm posting it and until the 11th of April, that's a week. On next Friday, it's going to be gone. So for a week, we have this event going on. It's a small event, but there is actually a few new things in here, like titles and a mount and an ally. I'm pretty sure they also said an ally, but at least there is a mount. And yeah, you can grind this out pretty quickly, I'm thinking, because it's only going to be there for a week. Usually we have 2 weeks, but still a week. It's plenty of time to do this one as well. So I'm not going to make a huge guide on this one, except if it's going to be something that it requires to be huge, of course. But 4-step questline, I'm not expecting too much, but only for a week. But I do like these smaller random events. So hopefully in the future we can get more of stuff that can be sprinkled in once in a while. You know, it doesn't have to be all the time, but once in a while we get these little mini events. That would be super amazing. Just something different to do, something a little bit of the normalcy that we usually have with the 2 weeks and all that stuff. So mixing it up, I think that's super amazing. But enough with the intro, let's jump into step number 1. All right, so for step number 1, we just have to talk to the captain, and he is in his little, I wouldn't call it bungalow, but it is his RV right here. And this is the captain. There is unfortunately no like question mark or exclamation mark like there is not any with this one either. You can hear the vanity mirror and all that stuff. So I think it's sort of like a puzzle kind of thing as well. I think it's a little puzzle game or quest or event, if you can say it like that. But first thing is, I'm pretty sure we just have to walk up to him. Again, it doesn't say what you have to do, but I'm pretty sure you just go up and basically introduce yourself. I guess that's what it is. So you just go up and introduce yourself. There is no, like I did press, you saw that there was a completion there, but I used my interact button with doing that. So whatever your interact button is, mine is E because I'm PC, but you can of course put it as anything you like. If you don't know what it is, you can also go to your settings and then go to controls, hotkeys, and you can find it in here. You can see it's also loot for me as well. That's also in the interacting button to do so as well. But first of all, just have to do this, and you don't get any inventory, so you don't know if you've done it or not, except that you can see you're now on step number 2, which we are going to move on to right now. All right, so for step number 2, we have to do 5-star dungeons. Those are only in the geo top sign and also in the long shade, of course, difficulty. So if I go right here, you can see it's of course right over here and also of course down here in the geo top sign. And you know, if you haven't done a 5-star dungeon, these are the ones that looks like this. I'm just gonna open my inventory. There's not anything there. This is 1-star dungeons, and these are 5-star dungeons, the ones with the little yellow flags on it. There's also, you can see these guys are gonna go for it. Or at least this guy gonna go for it. See if I can find, you can see down here, this is a 3-star dungeon. So 5-star dungeons has these little yellow flags on it. Also think it has a different, yeah, also has like kind of red door on it right there. And yeah, they're all different. You can see it's one there right on behind me as well. More people spawning in because this is what people want to do, of course. But if you have to do 7 of these ones, and inside of it, I can just go here real quick if you don't know. There is basically 3 1-star dungeons inside of it, and there's also two 3-stars. And basically what you do is that you start it as this guy right here, and then I do have some indicators where they are going to be, but they're all different and it's a little bit laggy, as you can see. Hopefully we can get some stuff with that working when, of course, we get the new of course update. So, of course, the game thinks I'm all the way up there because I'm a little bit rubber banding, but we'll get this done. It's also because everybody's doing it right now, and people want to get it done as soon as possible, usually. So, and people always go to the highest difficulty. So, I would suggest that you go here, and you maybe just go with the lowest, or this one. Lowest is probably like not the best, but here, if you can go here, or you can go here. It doesn't matter where you basically go. It doesn't make any difference, but you do have to do it, all of it, as you can see right here. I just wanted to finish this one. So you could see now 1 out of 7 here, 1 out of 7. So now I have to do that 7 more times. It shouldn't be really a big problem unless, you know, there's going to be a lot of people. I did go to the highest difficulty, so that's where the most people are going to go. Maybe I'll actually just switch it up and go here. Don't really matter so much. Like, the loot is different, but I'm not really looking for the loot, so I'd rather probably just have that one done. So I'm going to go there now. Just send me away to the next there, and I'm also going to send you guys to step number 3. Alright guys, so for step number 3, all you have to do is find Mark in one of these 5-star dungeons. You can see I found one right here, but it doesn't really matter which one it is. It's gonna standing around, so you just have to run around. My suggestion would be just keep doing the dungeons, and then you suddenly come across the person. It doesn't spawn when you do the dungeon or when you do some of the, basically, I would not call it the steps to it, but some of the dungeons inside of it. It basically just shows up randomly, so you just have to run around and suddenly you are going to find it, but you're only going to find it in the side of the 5-star dungeons. And again, the 5-star dungeons is of course the ones, if you can see right here, the ones here in due top side and also in the long shade that actually have this, you know, yellow flags. This is a 3-star dungeon and this is a 5-star dungeon, so you have to find it inside of there. And what you basically do is when you find them, you can read the little text here if you want to, but all you have to do is interact with the person with your interact button. It doesn't show you anything else, but it does get you the, of course, if you can see right here, it does give you the, what's called, the merchant, whatever it's called. So you can see there's also a timer before he runs out. As you can see, it's probably going to disappear, but you can see there's the, of course, the bus. There is the, I think this is the ally, or this might be the ally, but he might disappear right now. Okay, so it can actually, you can keep the inventory open, which is really, really nice. Oh, no, he did disappear there. So he is gonna disappear. I think he might appear when you start doing the dungeon, or that would be my guess, that when you start the timer on the dungeon, that is where he's gonna show up. Maybe because there is a timer. Oh, he's also over here. Okay, cool. So you can find him other places. There's no timer on him right here. So I don't know how you exactly, there's no timer on this one though, and I only have 89 of these here rubber ducats, so I can almost get this one, which I do not know what is gonna be. Let me just see what is gonna be. Rubber ducky doopy doop. I don't see him. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's a hat style. You can probably get that from Luxian if you have one of those Luxian styles, so you can get the hat. So that's just a hat style. If we do look for the ally, you can see this is the ally. Not a really super amazing ally, but for stats wise, but it gives 10 mastery points, so not a good one either. Let's see what the hydro. It is a special looking kind of mount. Oh, there he went. He's gone. But the hydro bus is only 50. Also as well is only 50. So yeah. And probably maybe it spawns, I'm just weird because that other guy was not standing, he was just standing in the hallway, but maybe somebody killed the boss right there, it could have been, I don't know. But he was standing where there was a dungeon, so. But anyways, the other one's only 50 mastery points, so not really super worth going crazy with this event. You do get 250 ducats for doing the last part I see right here, so that is gonna get you somewhere at least. So my guess would be farm this casually in any difficulty you want to, and just keep yourself to the dungeons, the 5-star dungeons, and maybe do it with some people, and then you can get the stuff. I think it's amazing, you know, that this is something different you can do this week instead of just doing the same old. But that was step number 3. We can now head into step number 4. Alright, so for step number 4, all we have to do is go back to the hub and just, you know, talk to our, our guy here, of course, our Mark. It does say complete 5-star dungeon, so there might actually be a daily quest as well. So, or maybe it's actually Marco. Oh, you have to probably talk to Marco. Yeah, if I go here, that's just gonna accept the quest. Yes. Alright, very cool. So there is a quest to trade. Okay, so now you can also trade with him whenever you want to. Okay, cool. So you don't have to be finding him every single time. I thought I was gonna do that, but all we have to do is talk to the captain again, and that is also gonna give us a title, which is going to be this one. I am going to learn that for sure, because it's probably going to be a little bit more of a cool little thing. I'm going to see if, okay, they do stack. Okay, so they actually made them stack. Sometimes these don't stack with each other, which is really nice that they actually do. But we did also get the 5-star. You can see complete another one. You get 250 for doing that one as well. That's very nice. So you can actually probably get all of them in, let me just do a little bit of quick calculations. All right, so if you do it for 6 days, you are going to get, if you do this daily quest for 6 days, I don't know if it's repeatable. I would assume it is not. So I'm just gonna go, it's probably not gonna be repeatable. That would be very crazy, I think it was. But you get a 1,500 if you do it for 6 days, a little bit more if you get it for 2. So you do have to do Like, it is a nice boost, but it's probably only gonna get you around half, so they do want you to farm this stuff out. But I do want to see the last thing right here before we end, is that I do want to take a Luxian style right here and see, yep, I did get the rubber ducky. See if there's more. No, it's only 1 mastery point though, so it's fine. But now I don't have to buy this one. I can still buy it, but it saved me 100 of the duckies once. And if you don't know when the Luxian styles is, it is of course from Luxian. So not this Friday, if you can see right here, we have Dark Luxian right now. So next week on Friday, when it's Friday again, you might be able to know, because it's probably gonna reset before that. So you might not end up getting one of these styles here, but we're probably gonna get this event back at some point. I would not, it's really not tied into anything specifically, so you can probably get it very soon again. They may maybe do it next month again, or in a couple of months or something like that, and then bring it back as like a small mini event or whatever. That was super amazing. But then you can get, but it's only 1 mastery point, but just letting you know that you can. So we always have a like a good stack of these if you are able to do so, because when there's events going on, like when we are going to get the next event, which is going to be the Easter of course event, the Bunfest. That's also going to probably be some styles that can only be unlocked when you have there. But so you can basically sometimes save a little bit of time with those. And also, as you can see, I did save 100 with these, but not really something huge. And we're gonna get this to a little bit closer. So now I only need 4,500 of these. And if I do the daily quest every single day with the 250, then we can probably get kind of close to this one. But yeah, unfortunately not too amazing on the mastery points, but a nice little event. I really liked it. Nice little extra bonus, something we can do. I hope that we're gonna do more of this, in maybe a little bit bigger, and then sometimes maybe a little bit smaller as well than this one, or just on the same level as these ones. This is super awesome. Something different, something a little quest line, like only 4 steps, that's not gonna take super long. And they can be a little bit creative and kind of involve maybe all the NPCs we have, like this guy, or some of the other guys there's around, maybe some of the marshals, some of the gear crafting guys, maybe some of the Bombarel guys or something like that, have like a Bombarel event for a week where you get in there and you do a little bit of Bombarel as well, not for just the season, but just for a little bit event. I know people are not too super fans of the Bombarel, but it's something different. It's something you can choose or not to choose to participate in. I know there are some mastery points tied into it, but like it's probably not going to be super hard to get. Like this one is not super hard to get, so doing a little bit of all the different content there is in Trove, does it hurt anybody? Not really. So yeah, just get advantage of some of it. So I know it's tedious for doing some content that you probably don't want to do because you're not really into it, but you want the mastery points. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!